Good morning. This is Everett T.J. Butcher. Oh, if you're on my Facebook page, of course, you know this in that sense. But listen, I'm directly going out, and I want to say this and ask directly for your help. If you might have seen my post and what I've been putting on lately, and not lately, just today, and like I said, we don't have time to bicker or be distracted. There is just too much work to be done. And as you may know, I am with the NAACP. I happen to hold position the membership director of the Pennsylvania State Conference, and also in local chapters. But even with that, we're trying to bring back the 2287 with the Southern Chester County chapter of the NAACP, which was one of the most prominent chapters that was in the fight for civil rights and just rights of human beings as a whole. And if you really know the history of the NAACP, and it's not just to sell the NAACP in that way, but organizations like that came together, and SNCC, CORE, SCLC, all those that were in it, when we had to work on those times, those harrowing times that were going through the 60s, 70s, and even before. We need to bring this back to prominence. We just can't go on the laurels of a name. There has to be action. And where the disconnect may have been and has been with our younger generation, the engagement and involvement and inclusion of them, we have to have a purpose. We have to cause. And we, as the older ones, it's not even a question of passing the torch. It is making sure the flame keeps burning, and what it takes to keep that going, and whatever fuel it takes, and what the young people have and what we have, we can still put the kindling in the fire. We need to get this back up, and we got to get back to about doing. And I don't know what other way to put it, but I'm just putting it here. So I put that on my post on my Facebook, and I'll show you how directly I can show you how to join. And you don't have to live in the, well, as they say, jurisdiction of the area. And this is another thing. It's not about jurisdiction, okay? We're all humanity, and this is all our world, worldwide. You saw what happened over the weekend. People were getting together, protesting together from across the nation, so their voice was being held together collectively. Well, you can do this too. It's just, and you can use a means to buy it. And the good thing about it is, like with the NAACP, it might be with other chapters too, but I'm talking about specifically here with this NAACP in this chapter. You don't have to live in the area to be a member of it. You can join as many chapters you want. And I'm not going to get into the bureaucracy part of it and all. If you want to be in leadership and all, the bylaws say you have to, to be able to be the leaders, official leaders and all, you have to live or work within that and all. But you still have same put. So we're asking for that. This Saturday, we go up for the Pennsylvania State Conference. And that's where a lot of the layouts done and the training is going to be done. It would be beautiful if I could be able to go up there and say, listen, we have the numbers, what we need to reenact this organization. It would be, it's beyond words what we'd be able to do. The actual say, and then on my hope and prayer is that on the first Tuesday of February, that we can have the reorganization, official reorganization of the 2287, and then we get down to business. We get down to work, and this is inclusive. It's $30, but guess what this $30 does? For a whole year, you have a voice. The chapter has a voice. The NAACP has a voice as a whole for a year. Okay, and okay, the $30. If you choose not to do it yourself in that sense, well, the $30 could be as a sponsorship for someone else that can give the time to go in there. And here's another thing: for $10, students in college, high school, or any education, if they're in school, $10. We can sponsor someone, and these young people, they have something to bring to the table. So let's be about this, and this could be this not it can be it's going to be a viable force in this society. I You know all the different initiatives that I work with, the CCMC. I have a radio show. Don't get it twisted. We talk about issues and all. We're on there, and we're going to be bringing this up and going on in there. We have the Care to Share program. Care to Share program, where we're taking food and needs to families. Have been doing this almost going on 3 years now. No questions asked, no applications or nothing. Just where there's a need and where there's a ability to help that need, we push and go for it. And many of you out there know of or even have been receiving of these and these other initiatives that we do, the conferences that we'll be having on, the education things we're doing, the programs we've put together. We don't ask for money for nothing for anybody. We just ask for input, participation, and sharing. And so I'm really pleading to this, and if of all this, not about myself, but for all these, and I'm not going to even call them favors, okay? It's just that can we reciprocate what we receive, okay, in that light. And I'm personally asking for this. You know, there's what we call the Presidential Volunteer Service Awards Program. No, not what we call it. There is that actual program that's out there, and it recognizes the volunteer work of people in Hartnett, and CCMC, Concerned Citizen Monitor Caucus, happens to be one of the certifying organizations of that organization, and we have to log and report. We are about to present almost 100 awards for people who have put in the volunteer service. And guess what? The logging, and I'm not even done yet. 57,000 volunteer hours. That's free. No ask for no money other have been put in. So it does make a difference, and it does count. For those that don't have the dollars, but time is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than dollars. So instead of asking for the donations and give a little this and give it that, no, let's put it where we action can really speak. Imagine 57,000 hours. What was done within 57,000 hours? And that's what they can give. I'll give my part. Come on, 2287. This is the chapter. Listen, email me, hit me up on my Facebook page, message me, or even on the posting I put there. Say yes that you do it, and what I'll do, I'll get back with you directly. I'll show you how to do it so this can be done immediately. Okay. You'll get the application. Well, if you want to call it is application form that fills it out and puts it there. I'll show you where to send it, where you can donation, and how it goes. Give it directly, and I'll make sure directly, personally, it will be done immediately. Okay, as soon as we receive it back from you. If need be, guess what? Let me know. I will come to your door. Okay, I'll personally come, drive, walk, bicycle. You know me. You've seen my postings in the dead of winter with a tire around my neck, right, Angela? Angela knows. Hey, whatever it takes, this has to happen. I'm fervently wanting this, not for me, but for all of us. And whatever it takes, talk is done. It's about action. And we're going to really make it happen. And we can only do it collectively. It's not about one person. It's about all persons. We got to come together. I talked to Kat, Champion Bishop, love you, the other night, all the way up from Massachusetts, dear friend in a group that we were with, and a lot of those that were there. And she was asking, how can we help out? And, well, this was kind of a response from this, and I want to pour it out. And I hope you share this, or share that posting that I put on there. Share it with your groups, your organizations, your churches, your schools, your family, whoever. Listen, we need to make this happen. Okay? I'm looking at her and I see I had a couple of people that were on, now it's there. But that, regardless, I'm going to post this, and I hope this gets shared again. But we need to and look up the history if you want to. If you want to find, okay, well, there ain't there nobody to be. Well, find out what it was all about and what it is, and what it is, was, and will be, and can be, and it will be in the future only by what you do with it. Okay? It's not per se, it's a black organization. No. When it was founded, look who the founders were and how and why and where it's going and what its mission, what its purpose is, what its focuses are. And if it's not the NAACP, find another organization. If the organization is there, if it has to go that one, or just by and with yourselves. Let's make it happen. But in that grassroots, if you're doing so in that way and you need help and support, guess what? Not only that, but you see that name right there? Let me know, okay? Let me know. Let us know. Let DGIT, don't get it twisted. Let them know. We have a voice, even on the radio show. We'll get it out there. WBAI, 95 FM, New York. We have the Westchester to Westchester. That's Westchester, New York, the Westchester, Pennsylvania. We're formed up, and we're going to be on the air from there and even down here in Pennsylvania. Let us know. It is high time that our actions speak, not by the words that come in our mouths, but that by the deeds that are done. And we wholeheartedly believe and do. I'm waking up this morning and I had to spell it out. I mean, not about myself in that way, and for those that do know me or personally or whatever, my background, where I come from, and from all that time, from school into the military and out in the services that I have, the groups that we've aligned with that you see that have been put up there, the initiatives that are going on, the We Party initiative. Listen, it's about, yes, the vote is important, but that vote has to have a voice. And after that vote is done, there has to be accountability of what that vote brings about. That's what this democracy is supposed to be all about. The other thing is our self-identity, our inner self, knowing who and what we truly and really are, and to the fact that we are able to honor and respect. See, two dynamic things. Honor is to acknowledge. Respect is to uplift in any regard, which way. And by that measure, see, we have to come to that because it is the reality. We're not talking about alternate facts, but the reality. And the reality of the things that are, there it is. And there are going to be those differences. And guess what? We have to be able to say, all right, we just got to be able to come to the point that you actually deal with it. You have to be able to say, it is what it is, and you got to move on and make what happened that has to happen, happen. I can go on with many, many, many other things, but this one to go. But back to the point here. Let's go. 2287. We need your help. We need your support in that regard. Make it your chapter. Make it a part of your voice and hold it accountable. Notice what I said. Hold it accountable to what your desires and wishes are. It says, Frederick Douglass said, power concedes nothing. Power concedes nothing without demand. So where the power is, hey, you know what? We're not pleading anymore. We're demanding what we need to have and what needs to be done. Those who are seeking to do the right and the good, we're not asking them, please, let's do right. No, we're saying we're going to do right. So, what more can I say? You have to. We have to do this. Okay. I was talking with one of my colleagues and a couple others that are going to be working with this, and we were coming, and Dr. Bay, and I want to give credit for what credit is due with that. And Dr. Bay said, you have to come to the table with your power and not your weaknesses. That's where it's at. Okay. I put one up there, and I'm just telling people, I use the acronym CRAP, CRAP, complacency, resistance, apathy, and procrastination. We're not going to deal with those things anymore. Okay. And if I know I was saying, listen, don't try to pee on me. What are the P's? Okay. Don't patronize or pacify. And this is not to get all radical and things. No, this is about doing about what we have to do. So with this and saying, I got, oh, we have to get back about doing business. And this is one way that it can be done. And I'm asking for your help and support. Oh, by the way, I saw on my friend Marie, I just want to say out to you as I saw my heart. Huh, I'm sorry about that. The phone went there. Hey, listen, I'm going to get off. I'm going to answer those calls. Uh, you see the posting? Get with me. Let's make this, and let's make this happen. Thank you.